Great.
Yay.
Super. Well, welcome everybody. Happy Monday night. Happy September. Happy almost end of celebration. We've got a fun night planned. I want to show you guys some of the Halloween projects. I will have a PDF available by the end of the week for the PDF for the projects. So I'm going to show them to you first, and then I'll have a PDF available later in the week. So what I did is, for those that got the packet this month, you got 2 of the projects I did for my card class this month. So working smarter, not harder. Yes, all about that. The 2 cards that you got, one was this one, which is a fun fold because it opens like this. Ooh, yes, fancy. And it features that time-worn type embossing folder, which is really nice, and then that free buffalo check paper from the hostess paper, and then I just cut the little ghost out from the DSP and stamped the sentiment, and then used a little bit more of that fun Halloween paper on the inside. So keeping it classy. And then the second card that we did is also a fun fold. I did 3 fun folds this month. I don't know what happened. Sarah, you rubbed off on me or something. These are way more complicated than I would normally make, but you know, why not? So this one's fun, and it is, so it has a little skeleton, and it flips up like this, and then it flips down like this. So yay. Yeah, super cute. And then it's really nice to be able to use that purple ribbon that isn't necessarily a Halloween ribbon, but it looks really cute with this. So this card was actually a card I had gotten in a swap, and it went like this. It was like a flat like this. And I was like, oh, but I want to do a card like this, and I wanted to do this tag. And so taking a fun fold that you get in the mail and then deciding, and same with the other one, it was a swap I had gotten, and I liked the fold, but I wanted to make it Halloween. And then I'll show you the third card. You guys don't have the ingredients to make this card, but you'll have the instructions to do it, and it's mighty complicated, and I regret doing it for my customers. So I'll just put that out there. It is the one that Susan Carlson has been showing everybody, that what do we call it, a double-breasted suit, or the nurses. We also said it looked like the scrubs kind of top. I do not recommend doing this for a class because I wanted to hurt somebody. It is very complicated. So I will put instructions there, and if it's something you want to endeavor on your own, it has a belly band that comes off. I did do the little kitty cat punch in the black glimmer paper, because look at that, isn't that adorable? And then basically when you cut this, you have to use a long sheet. You have to end up hand measuring these corners and cutting them off, and then hand measuring this corner and cutting it off. And then you have to do the same for the next layer and the next layer, and then the same for this side and this layer and this side. It's painful, 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 painful. It's really cute. It's really painful. So lessons learned on this one.
You're doing a great job encouraging us there, Melissa.
Yeah, sorry.
Are you pre-cutting that for them, or are they going to measure and cut?
Yeah, you need it. You need cutting software for that one to use with the machine.
I know.
I could do that for you.
Yeah, this I pre-cut for them because I have a couple people that come to that class who will mess things up given their own devices, and so then I'm having to like resend more paper or something, you know. So for me, it was better just to cut it. But yes, I believe some cutting patterns would be much better for this, Barbara. I 100% agree. So that is, and then the 3D project was the little tombstone boxes, and I just did the letters and did some cute little pumpkins and some sparkle and some So I thought this was cute. And these are like on the 3D, they're on the little foam adhesives or whatever. So these are pretty massive. I mean, like I've got a little ghosty marshmallow and some chocolates. Oops. Maybe one of those will disappear tonight. It holds quite a bit inside the box. So anyway, want to say hi? Oh, hold on, let's see. Oh, there she is. Would you like a Hershey's kiss for your efforts, for your presence? Okay, very nice. Sure, I can put it in your mouth. She painted her nails, so I have to feed her chocolate. It's like she's a Greek goddess or something. Here, open.
Melissa,
Okay,
I
now
just painted my nails. Would you come feed me chocolate?
Yes, I'll feed you chocolate too, Terry. Yeah, so I'll have that PDF ready by the end of the week. And then the other PDF I'm going to post is the really big one that has all the one sheet wonders on it from that group that I'm participating in. And then I'm also participating in their Halloween PDF tutorial, and I will post that as well when I get it, but that might not be until maybe the first week of October. She's running a little bit behind on that one. So I just want you to know I'm doing that. And then I'm endeavoring to post on C2C Creatives, which is my customer page. I'm pulling some of the PDFs that Gail Beasley, who's Candy's upline, she posts daily a PDF for her team, but none of you can join that team because she limits it to only people she can see on her reports. And because we're so far removed from her, so what I want to do is I'm going to try to like pull the good ones. Some of them aren't very good, but I'll pull the good ones and I'll put them on there. I just don't want to have to post them there and on the team page. So just know that I'm putting those there. It's on C2C Creatives. If you want some more fun inspiration, designs, whatever, go to C2C Creatives. That's my customer VIP group. And you can grab them there. So, and I'm going to endeavor to do that more methodically. It won't probably be every day, but more methodically is what I can guarantee. So
These cards will be on C2C Stampers.
yes, they will. And I will post a picture for now so that you can at least, probably with the picture, you can probably figure it out. I mean, the purple one's pretty easy because it just like, it's a Z fold back, right? Like you're just folding back that front little panel and then adhering that. Yeah, this one's easy. This one's not that hard either. It's like a flip and a flap, so so you can probably work it out. And then you will have to fussy cut your skull, sorry. So cool. Okay, so that's Halloween and kind of all we've got going on with Halloween. I wanted to recognize we had a great August. Goodness, I was looking through the incentives and I was like, ooh, so many people got coupons. So over 500, we had Patsy Palmer. Yay! And Sarah.
Let me get my clapper.
Oh, where's your clapper?
Yay, Patsy.
And Sarah Cuoma. And Barbara Sylvester. Yay! Look at this. It's a star-studded night. And we also had Carolyn Hood. Yay! So Carolyn made the decision to move to Arizona at the end of November. She messaged me and Noelle and told us that she's been thinking about doing this for a while. I think it's closer to one of her children. So she said she's not going to be at the meetings for the next couple months because she's feeling very overwhelmed, but she'll be back with us once she's moved. And she's still going to do all 8 of her craft fairs that she's signed up for, even though she's moved.
Dang, girl.
Oh my goodness.
No, and so she will not be at the meetings for the next months, and we will miss her greatly. And I told her that. She's so funny; she cracks me up. And then we had 2 people who were over 900 last month. So Jill Moyer,
There you go.
Wow.
And drum roll, Crystal Stone as well. So Jill and her team are killing it. So, Jill had a great hostess party this weekend, and I think the hostess is signing up, right, Jill? Is
She
that the plan?
did. She already
Yay.
did. She went through the whole thing without me. She goes, it was tricky, but I figured it out. And I said, girl, you're better than me, because I was calling Melissa trying to figure out what I'm doing. So
I'm
I
out
gotta-
camping, like out trying to talk Jill through this in the woods while fending off scorpions and tarantulas. So,
And Sarah helped me get through the hiccup that I was having, like you said. So yeah, she's all signed up as of this evening. I got the notification. So we're going to go over the website and demo ordering on Wednesday.
great, that's awesome. What's her name, Jill?
Jessica.
Jessica. All right. Well, welcome, Jessica, if you watch the replay. And then Jen Perkins signed up with me. Super excited about that. And welcome, Jen. I know you're watching the replay later. She couldn't be here tonight. So that's awesome. Super glad. So a couple of announcements, just as a reminder. So this is the time in the catalog when the inventory status report gets hopping, and it's definitely hopping. So you're going to want to check the back ordered list and start thinking about your classes. What are you projecting? What are you planning around? Can you be flexible? What can you do to shift? And so, is there something that you can do instead? For instance, the punch for Halloween set is back ordered. Well, we can fussy cut those little shapes. No big deal, right? I mean, the punch is nice. It's lovely. It's not essential. Same with the penguin for the most part. Honestly, those are not hard to cut out. And with that celebration paper, you're just fussy cutting it anyway, right? Like all the polar bears and everything else anyway. So, I would say, try to focus on what there is and what we do have. But if you see something on the back order list and it's something you had in mind, you might want to grab it. I saw today that on the back ordered list was one of my major swag bag items. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to be placing that order tonight. So, those are just things that we need to be able to be flexible around. I know Susan has been doing a lot with her business in terms of her swag bags have a lot of annual catalog stuff. So she did one where she did like a bunch of adhesives. And so they got all the different adhesives at the retreat because she wanted them to experience all the different adhesives that Stampin' Up has to offer, because she feels like people, only they use one adhesive, right? And like, I use blank and I'm never going to use anything else. And now I think this time she's going to do a bunch of tools and techniques. So she's going to do the blending brushes and the sponges and so think about, how we're going to do that for next month. I'm doing Candy's meeting packet for next month. And it is actually Christmas cards, which was not my plan. And so I'm going to make a decision about whether I want to still do my meeting packet or whether I just want to put all my eggs in that basket and we just focus on that. Honestly, that's probably the way I'm leaning. It's cute. It features the Be Jolly stamp set, which has the Santa, and 0 DSP, which is a good move, right? Because nothing can go on back order. So just something to think about in terms of, your planning and what that looks like. The other thing I wanted to remind everybody was that the deadline to register for Onstage at Home is Wednesday, which is the 22nd. We will be doing a special event for our group. I will post something soon, like tonight, just to see who's already RSVP'd, who's already registered for it. I'll do a post party and you'll get I'll do a little swag bag and you'll have some projects and with new catalog stuff. So it'll be fun. We'll have a good time. But I just wanted you to know that I am planning on doing a virtual post party event like I did last year, and that the deadline is Wednesday to register. I think that registration is lower than they were anticipating. They believe, as I do, and we all know, that we are all experiencing Zoom fatigue, virtual event fatigue. And so we get it. But I think that it's a great opportunity. And I know last time we had a lot of fun on the messenger chat, going back and forth and just like, oh my gosh, do you see that? That was so cute. Check this out, So we'll do that this time. We'll kind of have a live chat going. And then we'll also have a post event on Zoom with some swag and some fun stuff. So just FYI, wanted to let you know that deadline is Wednesday, and I'll probably put that out in the newsletter. I'm going to try to get the newsletter out tonight to the team, honestly, so that everybody can, know that in advance of Wednesday. And then paper pumpkin. So the Thanksgiving kits are out. I got one of mine. It's super cute. And so got the very cute box with the wheelbarrow instructions on the inside. The stamp set is nice. It's very non-Halloweeny, which I know is what people wanted. And then the kit, it is really cute. And those little guys are super adorable. And then these are like the little twine things. I think they have like, metal in them. And so you like wrap them to make the cute little like curly Q things. Super cute.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a super cute kit.
I want to make a recommendation. If you take those twine things, instead of trying to do it with your fingers, wrap it around a pencil. And then
That's what they did.
Oh, did you do
That's
that?
what they did in the video. Yeah.
Oh,
So
did they?
I
didn't see
watched
that.
I would highly recommend watching the video on this one. I don't know that I would have put it together well if I had not watched the video. Some of the time, some months, I don't need the video. This month, I think you need the video. And they did release the video, and there's 2 videos. There's one for this, and then there's one for putting the wheelbarrow together. So you'll definitely want to watch this one. You'll definitely want to watch the wheelbarrow one too. So if you got this month's kit, super cute. I have a lot of customers really excited about it. They love 3D projects. They love home decor stuff. And this definitely, fits the bill. Next month is 10 Christmas cards, 2 designs, 5 of each, which is a bang up deal for $22. And that'll be a lot of fun. So, okay, so I want to see your projects, and then I'm going to draw. Let's do first, I'll do a wheel. Let's see, I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to draw a winner for the craft fair bonanza here. So I think I got everybody, which, by the way, we're doing a lot of craft fairs. Hold on. Okay, so Terry, you had 2, right?
Yes, I got a third one, but I didn't enter it.
Okay, Patsy had 2, Jill had 2, Carolyn had 8, Kathleen had 1. Sarah, did you have 1 too?
I had 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me add it.
That I'm still trying to figure out how to do both, but until I hear back from one, I have to get accepted. So
okay. All right. So I'm going to spin a wheel. Look at that wheel. That is quite a robust wheel.
cool.
All right. So here we go. Craft Fair Bonanza. Let's see who wins. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, of course. Carolyn, as she should.
Carolyn, of course.
I mean, come on.
Yay, woo.
Hey,
I mean, that's hard to
hilarious.
argue. That's hard to argue with. So, all right. Well, I'll send Carolyn a little gift. She's definitely been very, very busy and has been doing a lot of that. Does anybody want to share something they're working on?
I'll go get
Can I share the retreat stuff I'm working on?
No. Yes, you can. I don't think it's going to ruin it for anybody here. So you're fine.
I've worked
I think
really
you're
hard.
good.
I've only got 3 out of 5 stocking stuffers done. So the first one is a hand sanitizer, and it's held down with the ribbon. If I can, and it opens up.
Cute.
I found that the sweetly stitched, let me see if I can do that better. Sweetly stitched die is what's best to put it in there, because the oval punch, you can't do it. So yeah, I'm using the gingerbread suite for the retreat. Oh, and there that fell out. Next, I have a little, like a, what do you call these, matchbook?
Matchbook. Mm-hmm.
Little matchbook. It says sending you peppermint kisses. And it has peppermint tea, and then I'll have a peppermint on the outside as well.
Cute.
That turned out super cute. And then I really was trying to find a stamp that had something to do with seasonings, like season, and do a play on words, but didn't quite
Season's
find
greetings.
one. So, yeah, some sort of greeting. So inside is the everything bagel seasoning.
Yeah.
And then put the little ornament, and then on the top I've got one other, it's a different stamp set, and I use 3 rhinestones to highlight that. So those are my 3 items.
Yay. Good job. Awesome.
They're
I'll show Patsy's cards since I have it and I haven't taken a photo yet. I know Patsy's like, but I don't have my card. I was taking a photo of it for her. So she did, this will be for retreat, that she's doing a, like a fun fold class. And so it's the super cool exploding.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
So I really like
I
that
want to
one.
make that too now.
I know. I was like, I'm gonna sign up for your class.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
I'm gonna sign up.
I know. So I thought that was cool. So
Thank you.
I have mine.
Yeah. What do you got, Sarah?
Okay, so
Since no one else
I
on
have-
here is coming to retreat, this is great. And then if
Yeah.
you're watching at home later, don't watch.
or you may just want to, if you're watching later at home, you may want to.
If you get a sneak peek,
Class.
what the heck?
That's
Okay.
true. That's true. That's true.
So I did a cool thing with I'm doing the napkin ring. So this is the napkin ring. They're gonna make 4 of them, and they have the DSP, and then they have the pumpkins and the leaves. But what I did is I took the Tombow green glue and I put it on the paper and let it dry on either side. So it's like the sticky, like the
It becomes
the
repositionable.
restaurants do, so you can reposition it. So that's one little tip. And I'm gonna I just need to
How
take
big
pictures.
of a dot? How big
What-
of a dot did you use for the Tombow?
I just spread it on there on both sides. Like I just did
Oh, okay,
across,
okay.
like, like across here. And then
Okay, gotcha.
it's very tacky. I was telling Jill, like, you could put it on your shirt and like detackify it a little bit. But so they're gonna do 4 of these. I'm gonna take a good picture with cloth napkins and stuff. Okay, so that's the first one. Then the second is the little box with the little topper. I have a little Ferrero Rocher in there, and it doubles as the little name plate so that you can write their name on it.
That's super cute.
So that's one of them. All right, so this is my third, and this one I was just messing around with tonight. And this is still like we'll have feedback after this this meeting, and you can kind of tell me like if it's too many things. But so the only little light candle I could find last night was the Halloween ones. So it's actually a little votive holder, and what I did is I cut the leaves out of vellum and I just adhered them on the inside, and then I have a little little topper, top thing on there. And so this can be like the little favor that people take home, and I think it'll be better with the white and the white light, because these are like all orange.
I like it with the orange for
orange.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Your whole
So
theme
the
works
orange
with it.
works too. Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's that. So I have the 3 things that I'm thinking for the class. There's one other thing that I made that I don't know if we want to kind of think about as an add-on, or I was originally thinking of it as my third thing. So I took the velvet paper and I brushed 3 different, I took one like half sheet and I used the blending brushes and I put 4 different colors on it. And then I cut the pumpkins and all the leaves and stuff out of all the different colors. And I actually colored the white ribbon kind of similarly. And I made this, let me see if I'm far enough back. So it can either be like a door hanging wreath type of thing. You could put it on a like bathroom door, or, some one of the doors on the lower level of your house where your dining room is or whatever. I did find these rings. So this one was from Target. I mean, no, yes, from the Target dollar spot. It was $3, but it also came with a bunch of felt leaves and stuff, which kind of, I said, let me get the ring and see if I can make it into a Stampin' Up! Type of thing. So I didn't use the leaves or the little berries, and I did these. However, I did find them on Amazon. They're actually like macrame, like dream catcher rings that I can get for $1 a piece. So if we decide that we want to do something like is a little add-on or something, I just thought this is really hard because it's very die cut intensive with leaves and stuff. So I didn't know if we wanted to do this as a separate thing, like if people were sick and tired of cutting out leaves with the other stuff, if they wanted to do this separately or whatever. But anyway, this is one other thing that I did. So
I think that's super cute.
Yeah.
That's pretty. I think that that's extra,
Yeah.
like I think that that's a lot of die cutting. to
That
do.
little candle is darling, Sarah.
Yeah.
The candle's really cute.
So
I
I
love
tried
it.
originally. So when we found it on Pinterest, it was the succulents, the big die that goes with the set.
Yeah.
So it's only one. If I have it somewhere. But anyway, so it's one. One piece would have cut it. So I tried it with the metal leaves. That looks kind of tin, whatever-y. And it was okay. It wasn't like enough light, but I think it would be a really soft glow. And then so I figured, let me just try. I did the same strip of paper and I put all the leaves on and did like just one shot through the big shot there, the cost cut and emboss. And I'm like, okay, maybe it'll make, just all the leaves cut out and I can use that, but it doesn't. It cuts out the leaves and then the leaves you need to like separate. So that's how I ended up with like, this kind of thing. I just took them and if I did it again, I would put the adhesive sheets on it and then just cut it out and use that. But I just sponged the glue on it with the silicone sheet and just sponged the glue on. And then I just put them on the inside and just kind of pressed them on, made a
That's
design.
nice. I like it with the orange light too. I think the orange makes it look festive.
Yeah,
Cool.
and we can even put paper on the strip around the orange if we wanted to. Like if we wanted to just use a little piece of DSP or something.
Bring it up closer to the camera. Let me see, or maybe I'll spotlight you. Hold on. Let me spotlight you. I don't mind it. Like I think it's cute.
I like it.
Yeah.
Orange.
So
I like the pumpkin pie. It's pumpkin pie.
It is pumpkin pie.
yeah.
Makes me hungry.
So yeah, and then I just
Speaking
did
of
like
color,
I tried
not
to
food.
keep the top really simple, so I just did that. But
That's awesome.
That's really sweet.
So,
That looks great.
yeah. So that's nice.
Good. Well, does anybody else have anything else to share? Have anything else fun? Yeah, Patsy, what else do you have?
One more for fall.
Ooh, I like
did this
that.
for my class on Saturday.
Pretty.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it a fun opening or how does it open?
It's long. I don't know. There.
Maybe it doesn't open. I mean, I've done that too. Glued a card shut. That's nice.
And this one I showed at Candy's, but so you could see it, and then it has the flower on the
Yeah,
inside.
that's really pretty.
Let's see the cover. Oh yeah.
That dolly is really lovely. Like it's a really nice set. So awesome. All right. What else? Anybody else have anything to share? Seeing who else has entered in for our celebration drawing. So I'm gonna clear all of our names out and see. I'm checking the list. Checking it once, checking it twice. Well, hold on. It looks like it's all Terry. So never mind. Terry, congratulations. You win the Celebration 2021 share. So
Yay. Well, let me get hands. Yay.
you gotta play to win, right? So good job. So all right. So celebration is coming to a close. Just as a reminder, so in terms of those extra celebration rewards, I have my little tracker here because I've been keeping track. So you get extra product credits when you hit certain numbers, right? So the first one is 500 for celebration, and you can find your celebration amount. The easiest place is on the home page when you go to my.stampinup.com. If you go all the way down to the bottom right, it'll tell you your celebration sales. So, don't leave those extra product credits, like check that, because you don't want to leave money on the table. So at 500, you get 20. At 1,000, you get an extra 25. So that'd be 45 total. And then it jumps up pretty high from there. So then it goes to 2,000, and that's an extra 40. So that's 85. And then at 3,000, you get an extra 50. So then that ends up being, math I can't do, like 125, 135. And then on the other side of the rewards tracker is recruiting. So if you have one celebration recruit join, you get a $25 product credit. That second recruit is an extra 100, which is crazy. So, and it's one of those things, like sometimes you're like, well, I'm probably not going to get 2 people. You might tell yourself something like that. And then sometimes you get one and you're like, oh, well, I got one, so maybe I can get another one, So Jill's in her head thinking, who else, And it could be that this, we've talked about how the 2 smaller celebrations has been a little bit, challenging. They're shorter. I think people were expecting there to be that like refresh in the middle of celebration, but they said they weren't going to do that this year. So, now that kind of the new landscape of celebration, hopefully you've got an idea. One of the reasons that they did celebration right now and why now is such a great time to get someone to recruit and to join your team is because you're setting yourself up for success for the new Stampin' Up year that starts on October 1. So then you've got people, on your team ready to go October 1. They're good, through the end of January, really, through that would be their pending month. And if it impacts your title at all, you retitle on October 1. So that's lovely. And then you get to hold that title for the entire year. So it's definitely a great time. The other thing I'll mention is where's my jar? The no jar. So this month Stampin' Up is hosting like a no jar challenge. And you can go find the little video about the no jars on the demonstrator planning place. You don't have to actually make a jar. It's not the end of the world. I just had a jam jar and thought it would be cute. And the goal is to get 10 names on your no list, so that they're doing a special event with Sarah. And if you get 10 names on the list, then you can enter yourself and you will get to attend a very special stamping event with her. So, which sounds like a lot of fun. And they haven't given us a ton of details about it, but it sounds fun. So, I decorated mine, and I've got a few in here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've asked a few others. It can be direct in an email, a messenger, a text, or a phone call, or an in-person conversation. And you have until the end of the month. This also goes for Candy's meeting as well too. So Candy is running the same thing. And going back to August, if you have any recruits that have joined your team, then you can enter yourself into her contest as well. And she's giving away, I think one of them is a $25 product credit. So just something to think about in case you have people, who, I would say don't judge and ask everyone and see what happens, I've got a little curated list of people, and, I've asked lots of random folks lately. So, and Terry, that was definitely helpful to me. Like when I saw that you posted something and you said, I asked everybody that I met at the VFW hall, and I'm like, you're right. who am I to judge that these random strangers I just met might not want to join my team, right? I mean,
Mhm.
it used to be I would just email random people and ask them to join. So, and Sarah said yes. So, why not? I mean,
Mhm.
so I think that was great, Terry, for me to hear you doing that, because I think that made me go, okay, stop prejudging, stop pre-thinking, right? Like, just ask.
I got 7 no's.
Hey.
I mean, I talked it up too. I mean, it wasn't like, hey, you want to join?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Of course.
It's like, I'll tell you what I do.
Of course.
It's more than cuteness. I really did press a community of like-minded people. I don't know if that works for anybody else, but I think with, we're on the end of the whole, disease in the air stuff, and people are getting out again. There was a lot of people, but there weren't a lot. How do you say it? It's like there was a lot of people, but there weren't a lot of people at my table. So to get those 7 no's was
a big deal. Yeah.
A big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, so challenges for next month. Yeah, Patsy.
I just wanted to share the Dazzling Paper. It's out already.
Oh,
yeah. Last week
I tried to order it this weekend for somebody.
Yeah, they announced it last weekend. It didn't go on ISR though, and we're still kind of debating this fact. Like,
what's ISR?
Inventory status report.
Thank you.
So we find it annoying that the leaders, find it annoying that items in Saleabration cannot go on the ISR list. Like, we don't understand. We're like, it's like 10 things. Like, how hard can this be? And this has been a struggle for sure. And we knew it was while supplies last. I guess it would have been nice to have known that was something that was in danger. Like, it's nice to be able to see it like come up on the list. And I know that sometimes by putting it on the list, it makes it an even more mad rush to get it, right? Like, and so sometimes letting it go quietly in the night is easier. But I will say that if someone tries to order that paper and you've got some, or if anybody has like a couple extra packs and if you're going to use it for a class or something, like, let's do our best to share, amongst ourselves. I know for my customers, like, I'm trying to, give them like a half a sheet or something, just so, at least they can get something from it, So if you've got packs and you can share, that's great. I know I ordered several packs early on. I've used quite a bit, but I've still got a couple pieces left. So just, FYI, let's be kind. We can share amongst ourselves too. And I know, like, Candy posted, she has someone who needs like the buffalo check ribbon, and like a punch from the punch party, stamp set, and so those are all good things. Like, if you have somebody who needs something or wants something, you can post on our group or you can post on Candy's group. But let's share our resources, as best we can, especially when ISR causes issues. I mailed, one of the leaders asked for one of those gold kits, the impressions, like the, what's that called? Ephemera. Yes, yeah. Ephemera. Yes, thanks. Yes, the expressions in ink ephemera pack. So she had planned a whole class around this thing in the annual catalog, and then had like 40 people coming and had like 20 or something. And so she posted on the leaders group. And so I just mailed her one. I was like, I got one, I'll mail it to you, And sure enough, a couple months later, I got one back in the mail from her. She was like, thanks so much. You saved my skin, So those are good things, ways that we can help each other out, So if something like that comes up, please, let us know, post on the group. That's what it's for. So.
And the Stampin' Seal refill was not orderable last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
But it's supposed to be available or coming out today.
Okay.
The week of September 27th, they've got they got 1605 on back order and 120 coming.
120,000.
I was like 120.
10,020.
Oh, okay.
On the 27th, the week of the 27th. Okay.
Yeah. So they pushed, there was a bunch of stuff this weekend that they said was going to come in the 20th, and then they pushed it all to the 27th.
Okay.
Yeah. So to me, that means it's all on the same cargo ship together. And it's stuck out. This is kind of what happened to the jam jars and the ephemera packs in the summer. Is it was like set for 1 week, and then they pushed it to the next week, and then they pushed it to the next week. So you know, if someone needs adhesive, I mean, I ordered some for like cash and carry when it was tax-free weekend. You know, you can always, because adhesive is cash and carry, you can always sub out from your supply for them, and sub in something of equal value, if there's something like that. So that's always tricky though. But yeah, the ISR report is hopping. Definitely need to be checking that because it's been robust. So
Okay.
and then this is like the last week and a half of the join deal. So just a couple of reminders so they can get any of the 10 bundles, except if it's on the inventory status report, like Harvest Meadow is, which I had someone email me on Friday, they were going to join and that's what they wanted. So I was like, well, we'll just wait. And then this is also the last week and a half for that Hostess set. That is the In Your Words, or what is it called?
In Your Words.
Yeah, In Your Words. So, so last call for this one. If there was a sentiment in here that you really liked, or something that you wanted, you'll want to keep an eye on that. And then the challenges for next month. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so World Card Making Day is coming up. So we're gonna do World Card Making Day, World Card Sending Month. So my challenge to you is to send cards next month. If you do a World Card Making Day thing, great. Please post it, and I'll definitely enter you in for it. But sending cards, I'd love to know how many cards you send. So in the next month, I'm just going to encourage you to send cards. I'm going to post the Word document that I used when I sent mine last year, because I think I said it was World Card Sending Week. And I just slipped this in the card and it said, it's World Card Sending Week. I hope you love this card I made and that you pay it forward. Send it to someone who needs a little sunshine. Happy crafting, Melissa Thomas, c2c.stampinup.net. So like, that's all I did. I slipped that in. I didn't sign it, and just sent a bunch of cards, friends, family, whatever, maybe looked at my Christmas list, people who I would normally send a card to then, and sent a bunch of cards out. So just send a bunch of cards, share what you're doing. It's always fun. And then the business challenge is to stamp with someone, anyone. So find someone to stamp with. For those of you who don't stamp with people regularly, it could be stamping on Zoom. It could be stamping in person. It could be, meeting someone at a coffee shop or, whatever. But stamp a card, make something creative with someone, and send me a picture, or send whatever, put it on the Facebook group, or send it to me, depending on who you are and how you.
Is this someone new or anyone?
I'm not making it someone new. It can be anyone. It would be great if it was someone new, but I think that at this point, just doing what we do, is fun. So, so World Card Making Day weekend. I have 3 things. I have a class. I'm doing cards in the garden at the local coffee shop, and then I'm gonna do a senior assisted living class. God bless and wish me luck. It's my first time there. And then I'm gonna do the World Card Making Day, the charity card event on that Sunday with Susan Rutherford. So, so that's a full weekend for me for sure. But well, too full probably. But think of a way that you can stamp with someone between now and the next time we meet. So, And then for next month, I most likely will do the same packet that Candy will do. So like, I'm just gonna like call that. But for my team, I'll tuck in an extra project. So, and I'll tuck in a Thanksgiving project, just because I want to do something.
And what was that
fall.
stamp set again, please?
Be Jolly. So she's featuring, now I think you could probably do, I'll post a little preview image. It's on page 29. I think you could probably do a few different things, but this is the one it's the one with the little fat Santas. So you might have a set like that. You could also use the snowman. You could probably use, honestly, the penguins would work, I think, in this one. I've seen the designs. I think any kind of critter would work. The dogs, that won't work, but the penguin would definitely work. Even the polar bear might work, honestly. It won't be as cute because the polar bears are too real.
Note, Penguin Punch, not available until November 8th.
Yeah.
Beware what you sell.
Yep. We knew that was on back order. So it's been tough. I mean, what we saw at the leaders was that we've outsold what they thought we were going to sell, in this last year. And so when ordering in a pandemic, right, you don't want to be left holding a bunch of inventory, right? That's not good business, right? So it is better for the business to have this, but it stinks, I think that having the Halloween punch back ordered and post Halloween is probably worse.
I know.
But this is kind of like that moose punch, remember? Like,
Yep.
and then they kept it, and they brought it back the next year. So I do think that, this could mean that we get to have the penguins for another year, and maybe we get to have the Halloween punch for another year. Like that would be my hope. So
That would be great.
I know. So any questions?
Yes.
Yes.
I got this
Terry.
box. I got this paper pumpkin box. I bought a bunch of them. Is anybody doing anything with this? I've had it sitting on my desk for 3 weeks now, and I am not inspired. I've been on Pinterest. Nothing jumps out at me. Who's making something?
So I've made lots of things with them. And I have a whole class. I have several classes that use them. And I'm pretty sure they're in our files. So
Yeah, I missed it. I didn't look there.
that's okay.
There's a really cute, so Jill and I were looking at the alternate thing that they had from the paper pumpkin. Oh, I loved that when we made that. That was our shoebox, right?
What? I'm not seeing it. Hold on.
Look at Melissa's.
Well, hold on, Patsy, show yours.
Oh, Patsy.
Well, that's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm using the heck out of those adhesive snowflakes, but I would think that for this box, you would want something that's a little bit more three-dimensional on top of the three-dimensional box.
It holds.
Oh, that is nice. I don't remember that, Melissa. I'm sorry.
Besides note cards?
Ooh.
Like it doesn't hold a regular
Right.
completed card, right?
It holds note cards and envelopes. So the other thing I was going to say, Terry, is that Sarah Douglas, not this week, but last week, did a class using the Memories and More and the paper pumpkin box, and it was adorable.
Okay.
So
There is something out on Pinterest too that it's a smaller scale, but it uses this month's kit with a whimsy and trees, whatever. Oh, no, sorry, not paper pumpkin. The kits,
Whimsy kit.
the one that was just available this month. They did that on those. Remember the love You Always, whatever, the little drawer boxes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they
Oh,
didn't
those are
use that, they used a
cute.
Matchbox, but you could use that
Oh,
thing on those little Love You Always boxes.
oh,
And it's
stinking
the whimsy.
adorable.
It's so cute, but you probably
So
could use
cute.
it on those little paper pumpkin boxes too.
Yeah, I like the paper pumpkin boxes because you can stamp on them, you can mask on them, you can, and then you
You
can make a
embossed?
nice belly band.
You embossed on it too.
Yep, I've
Oh.
embossed. I've done remember we did that last
The
year. I did the
vellum.
vellum embossing on the front. That was really nice. And then the kit that Sarah used was, it was this kit, which I was kind of struggling with this kit. It's the What a Year Memories and More card pack, the one that's really bright and has like all the crazy, like, I don't know, it's like the craziest Memories and More pack I've ever seen. And she made the cutest 2 sets of note cards and envelopes with that paper pumpkin box and that. And then I've also done I did that for the senior center too. I did a whole class for them. So that's with older paper though. So that was like from a catalog before, but yeah, I mean, they're great. They're great sturdy little boxes. And you can definitely, get a nice card set in there for sure. So, what else?
For setting up for the craft fairs,
Mhm.
we're talking about the door prize drawing
Oh,
and
yeah.
1 person plus 3. How many cards do you do when you do that class? 2?
No, it depends on like what I have. So like, I mean, if I'm going to do, like, if I've got a couple of paper pumpkin kits sitting around or something, I might they each get to do 3 cards or something.
Okay.
It kind of depends on how many people they gather to, but I generally use a paper pumpkin for that.
Okay.
So if it's like the Christmas paper pumpkin, then that's easy because they can each make 2 Christmas cards and that's lovely, maybe it's the Whimsy and Wonder, card kit that just came out. If you got a couple of those, you could do that. So I don't tell them on the door prize. I just say, enter the door prize to win a free class for you and friends. That's all I say.
Okay. Okay.
Free class for you and friends, right? Because then I'm not held to anything.
Okay. All right.
Because it depends on how many people they can invite, like if they want to invite 8 people over, well then awesome. But we're only going to do 2 cards, right? If they only invite 4 people over, then maybe I have time and energy to do a couple more cards, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just made up by ear because that's coming up Saturday. So I'm excited. I found my PayPal triangle thing.
Oh, good. So you can take your cards.
Yes. And then I
good.
also found my card carousel today.
Good.
So
Good.
That was 2 things on my list to find.
Yay.
Because my stomach's starting to get nervous because I haven't done one in 3 years.
I mean, you just have to do it and go out there and then, I mean, maybe if Donald's at home in the morning, yep. Then, what I have is, Jonathan, if I have to get him to do something like, hey, I forgot X, dig through here and find Y, or, I'll kind of have Jonathan on the ready. So he's brought me more door prize forms before. So
Yes.
Is there a Stampin' Up one of those, or I think I
Yes.
created one last year, but
Yeah.
there's probably one
Yes.
in
There is.
It's-
That's what I
Print Lab?
use.
it's on the print lab.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It looks here, it looks like this.
Yeah. That's what I
Okay.
use.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I did something it's old Stampin' Up stuff. So I didn't share it when everyone was doing the current stuff, but I ran through, I know this is like really old big shot stuff. And I got this idea from, she sat behind me at the retreat. She did the massages. What is her name? Help me.
Meg,
Right.
Deanna.
Dang it.
Deanna.
Deanna. So she's got me doing this now. So I've started pulling out all my old stuff my old sparkle. Oh my gosh, girls, these are so much fun.
The
It's old
rosettes, those are
stock, it's the way
fun.
to use it. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing craft shows and you want to do something really, I think I'm going to make money on these because there's, but you got to do sparkle. That's the secret. And one of the things that Deanna did was she took like on the regular edges, like this, the regular edges. Instead, if you didn't have a lot of sparkle here, she just dipped the whole, she like rolled it in glue or something, and then rolled it in I'm poking because that's where I have my stuff. She rolled it in the sparkle white and the sparkle gold and the sparkle black. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's got me hooked. So
Glitter
I don't know.
Biscuit.
It's just a way to use up some of those old papers, and because you need a lot, you actually have to do two 12-inch strips to do this.
Yeah.
2 of them to get
Yeah.
to make it look, see how tight it is.
That's a nice
Yeah,
full
otherwise
rosette. Yeah.
it's not tight. Yeah. Okay, that's my thing.
Those would be really cute, like hung up on a little Christmas tree, you know, in your station. Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
I
cute.
have this idea, and I'm going to do it next year, I'm pretty sure. But in order to use up some of my old cardstock, we're going to when the trees go on really big sale, I'm going to go get me a tree from the Hobby Lobby, and we are going to make handmade paper ornaments. We're going to do it. The plan is once a month, and then we're going to donate the tree with the handmade ornaments. And because there's a couple of organizations here that do auctions, so maybe they can raise some money from our handmade ornaments.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a great idea. Those rosette ornaments are fun. I've done them before. That silicone craft mat comes in handy for that, man. Like that's the bomb with that. So well, good. Anything else that anybody else has to share for the good of the order? So so next month we'll do, just to kind of give you a preview, next month we'll do the Christmas cards. November, if everybody's game, we'll do the Christmas sampler. So we've done that as a team project before, where you make the 9 squares and you get 9 squares back and you get a nice little piece of happiness from your Stampin' friends. So we'll do that for November, and then December we'll do Secret Santa and we'll do mystery stamping for the December meeting. So just trying to give you guys a heads up as to what we've got kind of planned for the rest of the year. The other thing to note is that the BDA program still has openings, which is interesting. So if you're wanting a business development advisor, I think we've had some iffy luck with the BDA program lately, but it's also worth giving a try and seeing what you think. It's weekly calls, weekly?
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly. Okay.
Yeah.
Bi-weekly calls. And so, you know, it's 30 minutes bi-weekly with, you know, a Stampin' Up! Home office person who can, you know, talk you through your goals and see what you think. And, you know, I think it's an interesting idea. I am surprised they still have openings, and you just fill out a little application. You do need to know your schedule when you fill out the application, because they ask you, like, what are the times that you can meet consistently? And then you have to plug those in when you fill out the form. So it's an immediate type thing. I know they've had a lot of rollover in the BDA program and a lot of changes. I'm hoping for the best. I went ahead and put my name in the hat. Even though I have Susan as an accountability partner, it never hurts to have a little extra help. And if it's horrible, you can always quit. It's okay. It's free, you know, and it's something that they offer us. So again, why not give it a try, right? So I just thought I would mention that because they still have some openings for that. So anything else that you guys need or desire?
There was something I wondered if somebody could go through. I have to find it now, but there was a notice that we got from Stampin' Up! About some new changes, and I didn't really read that
email.
Yeah.
Was it today or the one last week? Because we got one last week too.
Yeah, I think it was last week, but then I did see that we got one today. Let me see.
Today.
Okay, well, while she's looking at it, I'm gonna ask, you know, in this one, the packet of goodies, which is the, I'll show it to you, because I didn't keep the name of it. The packet of goodies, it has the little oven grill and the mat and the,
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, I think Sarah did something with this. Is anyone else doing anything with this? I got it.
I
I'm anxious, but I don't, the thing that's holding me back is that a lot of it is so retro. I'm stymied.
It really goes
Yeah.
well with the,
what's cooking or
Cooking.
well, what's cooking and what's the other one?
the gingerbread.
Connie, what's her name's?
The cookie
Stewart,
one.
what nothing's better than. That one could
Oh.
be cute too.
I'm gonna get that. I wanted to
Because
get
you
that.
can
So now I
always
think I will.
take the little cookies with the bites out of them and either put them directly onto the cookie rack, or what I do a lot is I stamp those and then I use like a little tiny like half-inch circle punch. And
Or a
then I make the
scallop.
cookies even smaller. No, I make the cookies smaller and with a smaller circle.
Oh, smart.
Tiny, tasty cookies. So
Okay.
last week's email was about a new system status report. So that was basically just letting us know that like sometimes the systems are down or we're having issues. And so they've got this new system status report to let us know if there's issues on like ordering or event registration or the join process or anything. Which I mean, they rarely go down. So I don't really know why this was such a big announcement or why it was such a needed thing, but that was the email I had gotten. The other thing was we did get an email about that Shelley Gardner's birthday is coming up. And so if you wanted to send a card to her, she's having her 60th birthday. I can't believe she's just turning 60. Anyway, God, I thought she was older than that.
13.
October. Oh, they said if you want to participate, make sure your card arrives by October 6th. And you're supposed to make it attention birthday surprise, which I thought was cute.
When did that?
That email was September 10th.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I read it, but I have to go back to it.
I know, trust me.
And the
and
day
then-
that other one came out, it was the modify existing order. It was not working. I called on it. That wasn't working and I couldn't register. That wasn't going through either.
Fun.
And that came out. They said they were having issues. Try again in 2 hours.
That's funny. So
Yeah,
yes.
that must have been those two.
Do you
Okay, yeah, that
remember-
was it.
Do you remember
Okay.
what Shelley was sick with? Did she have cancer?
No, I think she has an autoimmune disease like fibromyalgia.
Okay.
I believe
I didn't really think it was cancer, but if it was, it would have been something that was more private parts than breast cancer.
No, I think that it was fibromyalgia. Like I think she has an autoimmune disease.
Okay.
And she's still living through it. Like I think she has to manage it.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
she actually was supposed to come on camera for backstage for the leadership event, and she didn't. She was not feeling well. So,
Okay.
so yeah, I know she's still. That's why she does yoga and stuff to like increase her flexibility. I know
Okay.
that's a big part of her health
And
practice.
then- I know I'm chatty tonight. I apologize. But for those of us who don't live in Texas, could we impose upon you just a wee bit to draw the names for the swap a little bit earlier so that we can make sure our gift gets there in time? Pretty please.
Yeah, I mean, especially with this year's situation with packing and shipping and God
It
knows what.
sucks.
Yeah, for sure. So why don't we do this? Why don't we do what we'll do is for the October meeting, I'll have everybody sign up to do Secret Santa and the like we'll all do it by the October meeting so that in like October meeting, like that'll be like I'll give everybody a couple days after the October meeting, but like we'll try
Great.
to get that done like mid-October so that you've got time to do mail me the pieces. You've got time to do Secret Santa, yada, 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 you know, so yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's great, Terry. Thanks.
Bravo. Oh, let me get my
Um,
official, yay. This is like the
I
coolest thing ever.
I hope that I might have to rig the drawing, because I've already been eyeing a present for somebody. So, you know, we'll see how I rig the drawing. So I'm in charge. I can rig whatever I want, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like Christmas, where you could like draw the name and you're like, yeah, this is the person I want to give the gift to. So although it's always awkward to be like, and your Secret Santa person is me. Good luck, whoever draws my name. You know.
Is Jill still hanging out here? Jill, I use
Yeah.
this all the time.
I'm glad you
I
like
do.
it.
And I, in those little bit, I know you, I remember you saying, my God, you made a bigger deal out of the little avocado things than the actual magnet thing. But those little baby avocados came in really handy in my inchies.
They
So-
hold a ton too. Look at mine is like
Oh my
loaded
gosh.
up.
Oh God.
I have
Oh,
every leaf on here.
I keep hearing that gives me
Mine's
I wanna
obnoxious
lose
looking
them.
right now. It's got
Yeah,
some
both Jill and
guys
I
on
were-
it.
Sarah, that looks like my plate after loading it up at a buffet.
Mine is clean as a whistle. I threw one on
Yeah.
there the other day. I threw my boo on there. I always lose the letters, y'all. Like those are the
Yeah,
things that
that's
like,
Oh,
and then if you
it's
miss
a
a
must.
letter, then you're up a creek, you know?
Yeah.
So then it's just ooh, there's no boo. And ooh is not as cute as boo.
no, it's not.
Mm-mm. So, well, anything else? Everybody feeling good? I'm super jazzed. I got to talk with a lot of people for their one-on-one.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Um,
I forgot about that.
Mhm. Yeah, so I'm trying to meet with everybody who reports directly to me for one-on-ones, but if anybody else on the team wants to just have a 30-minute chat with me, I'm going to open it for everybody else too, just to see how you're doing, see how life is, see what's up. And it's been super informative and interesting to me to chat and catch up with people, a few people I haven't talked to in a while. So I've been keeping notes because that's how I roll. So it's helpful for me to write everything down. But yeah, it's been good. And just doing my best we're balancing middle school. Middle school's definitely got some extra academic expectations that we were not experiencing before, and copious amounts of homework that we were not experiencing before, and a lot of emphasis on tests, which makes me sad. And so, and we happen to not be the best test taker in the house. So there's been some struggles. So between homework duty and Stampin' Up, and I'm also volunteering at the middle school, much to my child's chagrin. In the workroom, I am printing copies. It's the only way you can volunteer at the middle school is if you want to be a copy girl. So I make about $700 worth of copies every Wednesday afternoon. No kidding. Those math teachers are making up for lost time, man. They want paper and they want it bad. And so holy cow. But anyway, so doing my best to be present.
I got one more thing.
Yeah.
I found this at the dollar store. I'm really excited. I've been using it for about 4 months now. And it doesn't matter how many times I drop it, it won't break. Have you guys seen these at the dollar store? They hold your phone. So like I watch Netflix while I'm crafting. It's $1. It's a flat thing. It looks like this. Here's what it looks like when it's in the package. It looks like this in the package. So it's got these two little things. Now my phone it's got a case on it. So what I do is I just took it off while we were talking. I take a dimensional and put it right here so that I'm opening it up. You know, I only got one I'm gonna do this with. So
And we love you for it.
Yeah, well, so it hangs out like this on the stand.
I love it.
I love it. And you can do it sideways too. But the Stampin' Dimensional does help to keep it
With your
Honey.
case.
in
Yeah,
place.
Oh,
$1.
So was it at the dollar store, the Dollar General, or?
It's
Dollar
the,
Tree.
everything,
Dollar Tree.
everything's a dollar store and the dollar store. You can get
Okay.
it in white and pink and black and green and
Ah.
purple. But they're great. They're great. I did send Darlene Boardman one in pink, so.
Nice.
Last year, I don't know if she's using it or not, but
Probably is. I found as Patsy and I know, we've hit up dollar stores before in search of things, and there's a wide variety among the different dollar stores, and what one dollar store has, the other dollar store does not, or the other dollar store might be sold out, or yada yada yada.
Or
So
it's cheaper at the other dollar store. I found that out too.
that's bizarre. Aren't they all $1?
No,
Well,
because they were
dollar-
frames. They were frames. They weren't $1.
Dollar Tree is $1 and
Oh
Dollar
my gosh.
General is not $1. It's
Right.
anything
Hold on.
else.
Well,
And
my
what about the
frames
dollar
changed
store?
from one to the other at the same
Mm.
store.
And then
Different-
it also
Austin
depends.
versus Wimberley.
Yeah, and then there's very different from location to location. Like one going to the right is older and it's worse, and then when the one goes to the left is newer and it has more stuff. So
well, let me show you what I made recently from the dollar store. These are $1 frames. Remember this Santa
cute.
Claus?
Come here. What's it on?
Mhm. Oh, I've never
Is
seen
that-
that Santa Claus.
Yeah, well,
Oh
it's
yeah, I
like
remember
from a
that
few
one.
years.
Come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, $1.
Nice.
$1. So whatever was in here, I took it out.
What size is that frame,
I
Terry?
was gonna say, is that 4x4?
It holds a 5x5. Let
5
me
by
verify
5.
for you real quick.
Okay.
I got my ruler here.
Molly, what's wrong, Molly?
Yeah, she probably has to go out, but she's like, it's cold in my house. I'm like with a coat on, and I'm sure she's cold too. She
Why
wants
are
to
you
stay
cold?
really good. It's time as I heat the AC cranked up.
Oh,
Yeah, one
It's
by
only
one. It's a
73, but it's freezing.
5x5, Joe.
thank you. Cool.
And I
That's
got
pretty.
I got some other ones I'm gonna do for Halloween. They're black.
Oh, that'll be
So,
cool.
But it is, I just love these. The
They
gold
look
are
so
hard
nice.
to find.
Some look so cheapy, but that looks really nice.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
those look nice. There's the
Yeah.
boo. Sleeping,
boo.
resting
Aw.
calmly.
How's his
Um,
health?
I'm gonna peel off, guys. I need to
Hi,
run.
Anne. Yeah, we'll
Bye.
stop the
Hey,
meeting.
bye-bye.
All right.
God bless. Good luck at the game.
Mhm.